Hi, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with a collection that I really wasn't going to buy because I found in the past it's just never works out for me the way that it should. But I'm kind of also surprised. So the collection we're talking about is the Christmas collection Yummy Gummy by Too Faced. Now, it is regularly priced at $42, claiming it has a $122 value. I have no idea where they get that number, 122. What are you doing? You times in those by multiple, like 7, 8, 9, $10 a shade. Like, I don't know. Not even going to pretend like I know my math. So we're going to skip that part of it. But it's $42 for a palette of 8 shadows and 1 blush and a lip gloss. All right, yes, 8 shadows, 1 blush, a lip balm, and a makeup bag. Now, not worth it for $42. I'll put that out there now. However, Sephora's got it on sale right now for $21. Now, for $21, a makeup bag, forget the brand, but a makeup bag, a palette, and a lip gloss. Okay, okay, we're that seems reasonable because just pretend that $15.99 for a palette, usually even drugstore, and then you have a lip balm in it and you have a makeup bag. So when you calculate like that, okay, you're getting your money's worth for sure there. I will say personally, the best thing in this thing is this gummy bear lip injection lip balm, and it's called Yummy Bear, but it is a pink. I'm wearing it today, so it has a little bit of color, not too much. It does have a tingling sensation, not burning. I do feel like it's doing something to my lips. I don't know what exactly. They may look a little bit bigger, maybe more moisturized for sure. Not as many fine lines. But what I like about it is it's not burning, okay? But it's also not like their hangover. This one, it's not the same feeling as this, or even the same texture. This is, I don't know how to describe it really. I guess a balm would work, but then this is called a pillow balm. But they do feel differently. But I feel like this is definitely more moisturizing, where this is more, you're gonna, I'm feeling it for the lip plumping part. However, it does not hurt. I really like this. I would say this is worth the money um, by itself, because I drop this and I can put it on whenever throughout the day. Doesn't matter. Now, with that said, you get a lovely little makeup bag, and it is a cute little makeup bag. I don't get the I want candy at Christmas time, but hey, to each their own. But nonetheless, it is a very cute little makeup bag. And then you have the Too Faced Yummy Gummy palette. It has a mirror on one side, and then this is the palette. Now, here's the thing with this. Is this something that if you have a large collection you're going to want? No, no, it's not. If you're looking for a gift, though, maybe not a bad idea. I still feel like, especially for $21, the look didn't turn out bad. I actually like the look. And let's go ahead and get started on it and we'll talk. I am wearing the blush also. So this here is this blush here. And I do think it's very pretty. So, I mean, I will give it that. I went ahead and primed my lid, and then I put the color I Choose You to set my lid down. It's sort of like just a cream skin tone color. And then I'm going to go in with the Sweet Spot as my starting shade. Now, this really also is not an all-in-one palette for me. I did make it work for today, but in all honesty, it is not an all-in-one palette. There's also three, well, if you count the blush, I guess four, but we're going just with eyeshadows. There is three mattes, four metallics, and one that's got like little sprinkles, like shimmer in it, glitter, whatever you want to call it, shimmers. So you can technically use that as a matte, and it works fine as a matte because I used it as a matte. You'll see in a minute. But what I will say for this palette, I'm also starting, or I did this eye first, and we're going to do this one second because I feel like it gets more light so that you can see the color better. Just in my opinion, of course. Whether that's true or not, I do not know. But that's what I'm seeing, so I'm hoping you're seeing it also. So you can see there's not a lot of color with this, but you can see it on my eye. And I do feel like it is a very good transition shade or blending shade or whatnot. It works well as this. As my first shade to go in with anyway. But I mean, it's easy to use. I mean, here's the thing, it's not revolutionary. It's nothing spectacular. Like the Tarte Christmas collection still wins when it comes to that. We're going to go into the shade Candy Crushin'. And we're going to start to put that in the actual crease of my eye. Start to build up some color. So with this particular palette, I do think it'd be a great little gift idea, especially for the price point at this point, $21. For a teenager or somebody that likes cutesy stuff, you know, something like that. But at that price point, I do think it is decent. And like I said, the lip balm itself, for me, I'd easily pay, you know, $15 just for the lip balm. So for me, it's like I'm putting in $6 to get an eyeshadow palette and a makeup bag, essentially. If you're, you know, if I'm viewing it the way I'm looking at it. Now, if you don't like this color story and you don't like the lip balm and you don't need a makeup bag, then obviously this isn't for you. You're going to skip over it. But, you know, I just wanted to show it to you just in case you are thinking about it. Because their formulas have not been the best in the past. When it comes to, you know, their Christmas launches, I'm not going to lie. But I do feel like the shadow is blending well. It's building well. Like, I'm not having any issues with it. And I think it did create a very pretty look, you know, at the end of the day. Okay, now that I got that on, I'm going to take that same shade, Candy Crushin', and we're going to run it under the lower lash line. And then I was like, well, that doesn't look very dark under that lash line, you know? Like, I wanted something else under there to, like, pop, I guess. So I went into Sticky Fingers, which is like a metallic pinky purple color. Like a magenta almost. And I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. And that did it for me. That's what I was looking for. And I'm running it right up on the lash line. Like that. Then I thought, this is not really that dark over here, so let's try to see what we can do, right? So I went into this shade right here, this Bear Hug that I was telling you about. It's like a matte with like little sparkly things in it. And it's like a gray, it's not black, but more like a gray purple maybe leaning. I don't know. I started very slowly in with it though, just to get that, color. I don't want to go too dark because, I'm not really good with dark shades, number one, and I wasn't for sure on the blending. However, because I did do my other eye, I didn't have any issues with it. So I kind of know how it blends, to be honest and fair. And it blends nicely. I had no problem with it at all. And I just kept going in very softly and picking it up, laying it down, and blending. And I truly actually didn't get any kind of fallout when doing this, which was great because I don't like fallout. And like I said, you can see it blends nicely. And it darkens it up, not too much, but enough. You know what I mean? Like it's giving something out there. You know what I mean? Because I'm not very comfortable with dark looks. But this gives me enough without it being too much. And obviously, it can still go even darker if you wanted it to. It's just preference at that point. Ah, but I do like that color. I like the way it performed too. Now, we're going to go into sugarcoat this. I think this would probably be the prettiest color in the whole palette, to be honest and fair. And we're going to pat it on the lid. As you can see, I'm using a brush. I don't have anything down on my lid. But it is so pretty. And I do like this color a lot. Like, if I went back into this palette, I'd definitely pull this from my lid shade almost all the time. I'm not even going to pretend like I wouldn't because it's gorgeous. Now, on the other eye, what I had done, because I wasn't really for sure which one I was going to go with, I actually used my finger. So let me just pick it up on my finger a little bit and tap it on my lid to see if I think that me doing it with the brush, it did the same, but either way, I didn't get any kind of fallout, and all these colors blend so nicely together. But you can see, look at that color. And again, this is a color you probably already have in your collection. Not even going to say that you don't, because you probably do. Then I'm going to take that Bear Hug color, that darker shade that I just used, and I'm going to push it up onto the lash line. And this color just blends so nicely across. I will give it that. It just sort of glides across, that color does. and blending out and everything. I absolutely had no trouble at all with that color. Now I'm just going to push it into the top lash line. That way we can make it look like I have some volume. When I go and do my lashes, even though we all know I don't. I'm trying not to talk because I don't want to mess it up. But you can see how beautifully it just blends in lines and everything. It's so pretty. And then for the waterline, I used the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in Hustler for the waterline upper and lower. And then for the inner corner, this is, again, there's really not a shade light enough in here for my inner corner. So I went in with this one very, very easy. It's Sweet Tooth. And I don't think it really did too much for me, to be honest. But I could have just used my highlighter also. And I'm just going to put that right there. Very, very easily. Because it's kind of too dark for my skin tone, to be honest. But I have to have an inner corner, you know. It's just the way I do my makeup. So, but to each their own. But again, I could have easily used my highlighter and it would have been perfectly fine. Now for mascara, I'm going to go into the It Cosmetics Superhero for my top lashes. I'll just use the mirror in this palette. It's a nice size mirror. It's the size of this, so it is very nice. And I'll use that for the top. And hoping for I don't make a mess. Because I would hate to mess this look up, to be honest, because I do like it. I think it turned out pretty and I feel comfortable in it. And I do want to go out for a little bit today, so I don't know how long these palettes will stay on sale, but right now Sephora's got them for 50% off, so they have quite a few of their palettes, really. And even though they're hit or miss, for 50% off, they are worth it at that price point, to be honest. If you were thinking about it. Okay. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going to use my Lancome. I don't know why those are sticking together right there. because they shouldn't be. Okay. And then bottom's going to be the Lancome Dip and Seals. And then we're done. And even for bronzer, I could decide to kind of keep it with Too Faced. And I use their Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and then the blush in this palette. And then I'm not for sure what highlight, to be honest. I just grabbed one, but... And this is the final look. All in all, I think it turned out really good. And for $21, I don't really think you can go wrong at that price point. So you get this really pretty blush. I guess it kind of reminds me of Orgasm by NARS in a sense. The blush does a little bit, but not as glowy, maybe. Not something, I don't know. It's just really pretty. Let me swatch the palette though for you on the back of my hand, because I've really enjoyed doing that, to be honest. So I'm kind of glad that you all had recommended, or somebody had recommended, that I swatch palettes for you. Because even though I don't necessarily think they do or don't help, because of the fact that, you know, it's not your eye, it's going on your eye, not your hand, I do think that, in all honesty, it does provide you some sort of knowledge. Even if it's just, you know, comparing it to my skin tone to your skin tone type of thing. And I will say this color story is kind of different too, in a sense. Like, when I look at it, I really don't think about what looks I can get, because it's just kind of, in a way, all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I definitely can see different looks and stuff, but, and I really do love this blush. I'm not even going to pretend like I don't like the blush, because I do. Out of everything, I could see me really using the blush more than anything, because I just think it's a very gorgeous color. But it's also a color that I gravitate to anyway. So, alright. So here's the palette, and here's the swatches. So that's the first row, the second row, and the blush. And I'm going to tell you now, this shade right here, the one I put all over my lids, it's worth, and then you add the blush in, win for me. I'm game. Because I just really like that color. And again, I have this color in my collection, absolutely, over and over again. But it never hurts to have extras if it's your favorite, you know? And again, the gloss is just absolutely stunning. Comes like this, and again, it's, you don't, it doesn't like hurt your lips, but you definitely feel something, a little bit of something, but it definitely does not hurt. It's not like they're that one that burns your lips off. Like, it's not like that, but it's also not like the Pillow Talk one either. So, but that is all I have for you today. I hope this video helped. If you were thinking about it, I hope it helped one way or the other for you. I do think the palette has a little bit of versatility, especially as, you know, like lid color wise. But like I said, for the price tag at this point, the palette, the little cute bag, and the lip gloss, I do think it is worth it. But, you know, You may not, but I still wanted to get it up just so you could see it because I really did. If I didn't like the look, I wasn't going to say anything about it other than that I like this lip gloss. But once the look came out pretty good, I was like, actually, I think I do want to show them it because the blush first won me, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. So the blush and now the lip gloss, win-win for me, you know. But when I popped that lid color on, signed and sealed, I was doing a video for you. So that is all I have for you today. I hope it helped in some way, shape, or form. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day, but Sunday, although I have been uploading on Sundays because, you know, of new releases and trying to get it out there, and then, of course, sales. So, but that is all I have. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.